What is up, everybody? Welcome to it. It's crunch time. Two of the sharpest minds in the industry. You know the drill. We're going to walk you through the slate. We're going to talk FanDuel. We're going to talk DraftKings. We're going to answer your questions as well. And we're going to hang out, hopefully, for about the next 56 minutes. But we'll hang out as long as the questions are coming in. We got my guy TJ in the house. What up, TJ? How are you?
A little sleepy after a long night watching the Blue Jays game just for them to lose in the 18th inning last night. But other than that, pretty good. I'm not hosting. I am not producing. I don't have anything I have to be doing with my hands. I just get to hang out with you guys and chat basketball with less responsibility than usual. I'm feeling good.
It's not even a big slate at that. It's barely talking basketball. Only 5 games.
I haven't even started building my lineups yet. I'm going to get that all done on the show because I have less multitasking than usual.
Love to hear it. We got Kirk D's in the house as well. Getting some compliments on your youthful looks. Are you, where are you, like 38?
Nailed it.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just a shot in the dark. Yeah, no, you look good. Good job. You slept well. You're feeling refreshed. You're ready to rock.
That's what it is. So I was up for every inning and fading. I mean, it's just tough on the East Coast here to do that to us. And then not only that, now then they throw an 11 o'clock NBA game on the last game of the start time. Like there's no. I mean, me if I have a sweat, I'll probably end up watching it, staying up again. But I hope I don't.
Did you stayed up and watch the whole baseball game?
I had a big parlay on the Chiefs and the Dodgers, and so I was invested, and it just kept getting longer and longer and longer.
It's once you get to that point, you can't give up, and you're committed, right?
Pot committed unless you just close your eyes and fall asleep by accident. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out for you. I assume you won the big parlay.
Yes, and now I'm thinking about shift. I don't know what chat thinks, but I'm thinking about going back to Toronto tonight.
TJ approves, right?
I definitely approve, and man, Derek Ringering bringing it up in chat, but we could have had that thing done in 9, and the Blue Jays just won at 6-5 if it wasn't for that ump not calling anything, and then Bichette getting thrown out at first as Varsho is already walking at first because he thinks he's walked, but alas, it's fine. New day.
Yeah, I missed it. Didn't watch it. There was no weather concern, so I didn't pay attention, but I'm sure it was very entertaining. Guys, we're here to talk some hoops. It's what we do. There is one member of this trio who has been ready for this slate for over 24 hours.
Yes.
Because I accidentally signed up for this slate yesterday. TJ, I don't know if I was building lineups, and I was so confused. The whole show, I was so confused. Players they were listing, I couldn't find. I'm talking about guys who it turns out I signed up for the wrong day's slate. But I'm ready now, man.
First guy in your lineup tonight. When you can say that when it gets to him.
That's right.
He's the first guy in my lineup.
Built it 25 hours ago. Let's talk about this slate in general before we go site by site, position by position. Kirkwood, give me kind of a rundown. Your overall thought process here.
Yeah, my thought process is the games are a little spread out. So we start at 7 o'clock, and that game is juicy. It's almost a 240-point total. It's a little tight spread because Philly's on the back-to-back. I do worry about Philly on the back-to-back because of, we said it yesterday, Nick Nurse is just a maniac. And I said, he's been playing Maxey 42 minutes a game, and he played him 42 minutes last night. So if this game's competitive, I think he probably plays 40-plus minutes again tonight, but we'll see because this guy has no chill. So I like these guys. I'm not going to hold out. There's some news that we are waiting on, and that's basically Norman Powell and a little bit Trey Mann in the next game. The next game is super juicy too, Charlotte and Miami, because they both play at a blistering fast pace. Miami's, running and gunning now, and
right, new Miami,
yeah, and so Norman Powell is questionable, and he was a midday downgrade, which is normally trending towards being out, but you never know. And then you also never know what Spo is going to do for his lineup. I like to think it's going to be Jaime Jaquez, and he's my guy tonight that I'm going to be playing. I've just been building with him in, just assuming that that's going to happen, but we don't technically know. And the line didn't move at all. And I was also thinking, I looked at the line, didn't move. And then I was thinking, well, how much does Norman Powell really worth against the Hornets? Like, yes, against like another good team, he's one of their big scorers, but they have, the Jaime Jaquez coming in there against the Hornets is probably going to be pretty similar from an efficiency standpoint, I would think. So it makes sense. So I'm thinking he's going to be out, but we'll see. And then after that, we've got Sacramento OKC. OKC's favored by 9, but Chet Holmgren's now out. That's opened up some value. Caruso's back and playing. He's not going to play big minutes, but he'll play a decent amount. But that brings us like guys like Aaron Wiggins, also potentially Ajay Mitchell. So there's some plays there, but Sacramento is kind of going to be contrarian tonight. So if you want to play some of those guys, but then we got Knicks, Milwaukee, and Knicks got Deuce McBride. They announced out already. But other than that, not much huge news. We're waiting for Cole Anthony, but now he's been moved to probable. It looks like from the Milwaukee side, Kuzma, your boy, is going to be playing tonight. Gary Trent is also probable, and Cat is probable. If any of those guys miss, that would be big, but I think they should all be playing. And then if you're crazy enough to stay up on the East Coast for the 11 o'clock late hammer, the Clippers Golden State national TV game should be pretty competitive and fun. So there are some plays there. But yeah, that's the overall slate. But I'm just playing whoever I like right now, and I'm assuming that, long story short, Norman Powell is going to be out.
Okay, very good. TJ, I want your overview on this slate too. It can be DFS strategy, a game you're targeting, anything you think. Just your general thoughts before we go position by position.
Pretty spread out. And for a 5-game slate, like there's not a single team that stands out as like, wow, I need to get as much of them as possible. And not a single team that's like, I want to X them out. Yeah. I don't want to get to any of them. I just want to completely ignore this team. Basically, every team on the slate I have at least some interest in. I think it's probably that Philadelphia and Miami side, especially if we get Powell out, that stand out as like the top targets on the slate. But nothing that's kind of like egregiously great. No large amount of news that we're waiting on, like Kirkwood said, basically just the Norman Powell thing. And so pretty calm, chill evening, at least for right now, knock on wood. But it looks like we should have a pretty easy little breakdown here of just like, there's 3 guys from this team, 3 guys from this team, 3 guys from this team. Pick out of that group.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go position by position. I want to make sure that the chat sees this. This is from producer Steve. The first person to guess what he is having for dinner tonight gets a week of free premium. First person to get. I'm guessing he's ordering wings from Wingstop. That is my guess for producer Steve. But
I'm guessing
might be
that
Chinese.
He does be eating pierogies.
Where does he live?
Ukrainian food tonight. He's eating pierogies.
Where does producer Steve live? Somewhere in the Northeast.
He lives. I know he's from New York, but does he live in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, then Hattie B's.
Okay, we will pause.
His wife is going to be nice and pick him up, as a special treat, some Hattie B's tonight because he's been working so hard lately.
We shall see. He can hope. Hattie B's always a strong choice. Let's jump into it. By the way, if you're watching and you're trying to remember, hey, how much did I pay for this amazing show with these 3 incredible people? Nothing. It's free. And all that we ask is that you hit the thumbs up for us. It's that easy. Like, subscribe, do those things so that we can keep this show free for you. TJ, let's start it off on FanDuel and start it off at the old point guard spot.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me transition over here to FanDuel on Lineup HQ as I had DraftKings up as I was making some adjustments to my pool. And now that's football. Come on, FanDuel. Come on, FanDuel Lineup HQ. We don't want football. We want some basketball. All right, there we go. Up top, if you can get all the way up there, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 11.5. To me, that is going to be a little bit of a tough play today. Not somebody I would be looking at it from a cash game perspective. because you have Tyrese Maxey at 8,900, who's just been playing a boatload of minutes and has been incredible so far this season. And so Maxey to me is the priority spend up here at the position. From a cash perspective, you're likely pairing him with Colin Sexton or Davion Mitchell. And then if you're playing Mitchell here at the point guard position, you just play Colin Sexton over at the shooting guard. LaMelo Ball is looking like a pretty solid tournament pivot off of Tyrese Maxey, but he's going to be fairly chalky as well. I do prefer Maxey of the two of them, and if you want to extend that to James Harden and Jalen Brunson, since all of them are in the same price range, Maxey is definitely my favorite of that group as well. They're all projecting for pretty high ownership right now, and so I don't think there's like any we have to worry about too much. Maxey probably does come in the highest owned of that group, but he still is my favorite with everything considered. Another guy I'm probably looking to go without today is CJ McConnell. Had one pretty good game, but man, he's getting older. He's on a really bad team. I'm not getting any CJ McConnell in this spot. Ryan Rollins, sure, fine. I'm not getting there personally. I do like Brandon Podziemski's price over here on FanDuel, only 5,300. He's priced up at 6K on DraftKings. But for the most part, I'm just looking at Tyrese Maxey's my spend up with Davion Mitchell, Colin Sexton as my cheap options.
Okay, very good. By the way, we did solve the problem of what is Steve getting here for dinner? Cheeseburgers. Shout out to Alex in the chat, who was the first one to guess. We went. There was 100 guesses before anybody said burgers.
So from where? Like, what kind of a place are we talking?
Yeah, I do need more information. So give us more details on the burgers, as I am a burger aficionado. Kirkwood, point guard, what do you like?
Damn, I really thought it was the Shaq-a-roni. I thought I nailed that. All right. So point guard is stacked. This is where like a lot of the best plays are tonight. So obviously I love Tyrese Maxey against Washington. I loved him last night. You see 42 minutes. I'm a little worried about the back-to-back, but man, it's early in the season. I think he's gonna go nuts against this Wizards defense. So, and we just saw LaMelo Ball go absolutely nuke this team for like 80 DK points. So I love him. I think Harden is going to be pretty popular. I don't really want to play Harden, so I'm not going to. I'm going to play Colin Sexton for value. With some people out on the Hornets, and Brandon Miller is the main guy, big usage guy that is out. So Sexton, this game's going to play fast. I want some correlation with the Miami guys, and he's the first one. But I'm also going to play LaMelo Ball tonight. I love him. I mean, he may be inefficient and bad, and especially on FanDuel, which is where I have him. And the turnovers can absolutely kill you with turnovers. He could have 10 turnovers. That's totally within his range of doing something. But I'm playing him because I just like the ceiling. I like the upside. Love this game, so I might as well try to make it all work. So I love him. Another cheap guy, especially if Norman Powell is out, Davion Mitchell. I'm fine with him. He can turn the ball over too with the best of them, but and doesn't have quite a huge upside, but could be a really solid pivot off of Sexton for value. You could even toy around and play them both together, and do like a Giannis lineup, things like that. But like that, Jalen Brunson, don't think he's going to get too much ownership, and like him against the Bucks. And then other than that, I'm with TJ. No, thank you on CJ McCollum. Just doesn't feel right. And if you want to keep going back, I know AJ Mitchell is gonna bust at some point soon because I think he's just running incredibly well. But he is cheap. He has been producing, and with Chet out again, there's just more minutes available. So like he and Wiggins are going to be getting some uptick in minutes. So like him.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to shooting guard.
All right, shooting guard. I mean, it's another slate, and we got our boy VJ Ruff.
You just got to play him.
At this price, you have he's only up to 6,600. This guy's averaging like 46 FanDuel points a game so far, and he's good. Now, yes, Embiid's back. Maybe he gets a couple more minutes tonight, But again, it comes like, and the back-to-back may be a little scary, but again, it just comes down to that they're playing Washington to me. So I have less worry about all that stuff. So I love them. If you want to fade them, I get it, but I'm playing them. Kelly Oubre is also another guy, and he'll probably be in there if there's a blow, if this game blows out. And he's been playing good minutes too, 40 and 37 in his last. He's cheap, 5K. It's the matchup. You could see like a bunch of steals in his range of outcomes here in this game and good transition buckets. So like that. Colin Sexton again, I already mentioned him, out on CJ McCollum. If you don't want to play those guys, if you have a feeling that these Philly guys, the starters, aren't going to do so well, maybe you want to go to a guy like Quentin Grimes, who was absolutely a beast at the end of last year. And he may start, he may not. Either way, I think he's a solid play. And then Mikal Bridges in a good game environment, if that game is a battle, if it's close, the Knicks, Milwaukee. And I think that's it. Maybe I don't think this is the right play, but I'm just going to throw it out there for GPPs on a 5-game slate. Cam Whitmore, if he gets more minutes, this guy just produces. Give him more minutes. It's Washington. Like, give this guy more minutes. So,
Please.
Yeah, like he's a bucket. So, for GPPs, I like that.
Okay, very good. TJ, your favorites there at the shooting guard spot on FanDuel.
And I'm muted. Quentin Grimes is just way too cheap on FanDuel, where he's like over $1,000 cheaper there than he is on DraftKings. So he's a really great play over here. I still think Edgecombe and Colin Sexton are the two priorities. Then you can pick one of Grimes or Edgecombe and throw them over at the small forward position today. I'm not going to probably be on like the Kelly Oubre, CJ McCollum, Colin Knuppel, not guys that I'm going to be getting today. I do like Chris Middleton's price tag over here on FanDuel. Not somebody that's going to play a ton of minutes, but totally viable for that price tag for him over here today. Outside of those guys, is there anybody sneaky that I would want to mention here at the shooting guard position? Zach LaVine is somebody I think is really interesting today. Only 6,800, has flashed kind of like pretty solid performances since this season so far with the Kings. I don't think we've seen a big ceiling game from him yet. He should probably be more expensive. So Zach LaVine, I like as kind of like a sneaky mid-range play today.
Okay, very good. Let's go to small forward.
Edgecombe, Grimes, two guys I've already mentioned, but they're going to be big priorities for me here. Andrew Wiggins already looks good, but if Norman Powell happens to be out, we will like him even better. Norman Powell, if he plays, is in a really great spot. Only 6,900. He's had a really big usage rate this year. And I don't think he's actually going to be 20% because of this Q tag on him. And I think that'll drop that ownership a little bit. So I do still like Norman Powell as a tournament play here. Keyshawn George has randomly just been absolutely smashing for Washington early in this year. So despite the crazy sticker shock, I think he's viable. And then Kurt D's already mentioned him, but like Jaime Jaquez at 5,200, he already looks pretty solid for tournaments, projecting for low ownership. If we get Norman Powell out, that's the guy that I really want to load up on here.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Keyshawn George. I was on him about 26 hours ago, and I still think I'm sticking with him.
You have to. Either you're committed.
Max coverage.
Imagine if he broke the slate and you didn't, and you wimped out and took him out of your lineup.
Be almost as bad as winning a GPP that should have been $200,000 and only winning $100. Max coverage says, Kevin, tonight you have to play George. Hope you had a fun, wild night. I did. I had a great night. And yes, I will most certainly be playing Keyshawn. Kirkwood, small forward.
Yeah, the same guys. Edgecombe is my favorite. I like Kawhi Leonard tonight. I tagged him. It's just more of a solid floor, and with some good upside, and he's also take advantage of the FanDuel scoring. I think that game is going to be pretty fun to watch. If I stay up, only because I have a sweat, it will be to watch Kawhi Leonard in that game. So I like him. Oubre, I already mentioned. Also the Oubre or Grimes. TJ likes Grimes, so I think they're both good. It's who knows which one is actually going to be better, but I get that it could be a Grimes tonight. Sorry. Aaron Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins are the last. And I'm going to push mute for a second. Clean up the household over here.
Yeah, I got you. All right, TJ, I'm going to let you lead us into power forward. What are you doing there?
Power forward over on FanDuel. Giannis Antetokounmpo is 12K. He is tough to get to. We don't have a ton of value on the slate today, but if you can wow, big stutter there. If you can get up to Giannis, do it. Like, he's been incredible. He's been absolutely crushing this year. Him and Victor Wembanyama have just been on their own planet from a fantasy perspective this year, and Giannis has actually been up there on Wemby's planet with him. He's got 2 80-point games. I'm looking, one of them was the last year, but he's got 1 80-point game already this season. I want to play as much Giannis as I can. If I can get there, I'm going to be light on the Bam Adebayo at 7,800. Sure, he's going to look even better if Norman Powell doesn't play, but a 50% owned Bam Adebayo, I just can't do it. A guy that, like, we literally just never see put up a big ceiling performance.
Yeah.
And so if he beats me, cool. He beats me. You play him in cash. I'm going to be fading him in tournaments today. No Bam Adebayo for me at that massive, massive ownership on FanDuel. I'd rather play Towns. I'd rather play Sabonis. I'd rather play Kawhi. I'd rather play Jimmy. Any of these guys that are like a pivot off of him in that same range, I think I'd rather get to any of them in large field tournaments. Probably Kawhi being my favorite of that group. And then if you go a little bit cheaper, I think it's totally fine to play a guy like OG, Kaishan George, Alex Sarr, and Andrew Wiggins at 4,900 is Aaron Wiggins at 4,900 is a nice salary saver. Khalil Ware is a guy that was supposedly in the doghouse, but if Norman Powell is out, that should open up a few more minutes for him. And he has played over 20 minutes in back-to-back games. He's a massive point-per-minute producer. I do think he's viable tonight as well.
Yeah. Okay. Kirkwood, your thoughts there, power forward on FanDuel?
Yeah, I'm just going to say real quick that I missed, but it's power forward eligible anyways. Miles Bridges I want to talk about as a way to get out, to play that Charlotte game. I like a little bit different. I like that. And again, I love my boy Jaime Jaquez. But power forward, I like Bam. I think Bam is going to have some monster games with this new running that they're doing, because he's a big that can actually run. It's just strictly the matchup. If I think a big game's coming the way they're playing, and he's playing the Hornets, who are also running fast and just aren't great in the paint, then and his price is pretty cheap, 7,800. So I think he can blow through that. Giannis, I got nothing bad to say, just an absolute insane role. Obviously he's expensive, but he's going to be lower owned than typical on a slate where we've got some value. So like that, I love Khalil Ware. I think he's like the poor man's Wemby. I always call them very poor man's Wemby, but he's got skills, man, and he can run the floor. This is a great matchup for him. He's probably going to start. I'm pretty sure he's going to start. They've been talking about playing the double bigs a lot, so I like that. Andrew Wiggins, I don't know what to do with him. If Norman Powell's out, he's in a good spot to pick up a lot of that usage. He's also Andrew Wiggins. I don't know what his ceiling is in this spot, to be honest with you, but I think he's a fine play, but probably more of a cash play than a GPP play. It's the way I would play it. And then OG Anunoby, he gets insane minutes and it looked awesome before he got injured a little bit, in that game against Cleveland where he put up 50 fantasy points. I like him, so I can play him, and I like TJ's call on Sabonis. He's starting to work, get his getting in shape here a little bit, and so plus you get that little bit of OKC revenge narrative with him. So I think a big game's coming, and it could be tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Center spot. We've not gotten there. So what are you doing, Kirkwood?
Center. It's a lot of the same names with Bam and Khalil Ware, but the other names are Isaiah Hartenstein with Chet out. They're going to need him on the glass, should get more, and battling it with Sabonis in the paint. So 6,100 is pretty good price. So I like him. I actually like Zubac a little bit better, 6,200, but I think they're both fine plays. Zubac has some really strong history against Golden State, and enough for me to like see it and think that it's real. So I'm on board with him. Cat, I like. Miles Turner is kind of a low to play that could work out for you tonight. And then if you need somebody on Washington, he's overpriced for the amount of minutes he's going to be, but he has upside, and that's Alex Sarr.
Okay. Very good. TJ, I assume we can't play Embiid. Is there like a minutes restriction happening there? What's happening?
Yeah, still limited to around 20 minutes, so unable to get to Embiid there. We kind of similar conversation to the power forward spot with Bam Adebayo, going to be mega chalk. I think you play him in cash. I think you fade in tournaments with Towns, Sabonis, Sarr, everybody other than Embiid in that range looking like a good pivot. Both Ivica Zubac and Isaiah Hartenstein right here looking very good in this range. Miles Turner is still nice and cheap with his new team, but most of these guys that I prefer are some of the ones we've already talked about, like a Khalil Ware, all the way down at 4,900 here, somebody that I'm very interested to getting to. I forgot to mention him at power forward, but I think with no Chet Holmgren tonight, you can play Jalen with an I Williams. I guess no Jalen with an E Williams either for OKC. So I think you can play him at only 3,700 as a punt on FanDuel as well.
Okay, very good. Let's kick it over to DraftKings. And let's see. Kirkwood, you can lead us off there. What are we doing? Point guard on DK.
You are muted.
Bam, it had to get me. 1-1. We're 1-1. Okay, so Tyrese Maxey is my favorite, and LaMelo Ball, those two. I'm playing them both. Love them. Colin Sexton for value. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a little bit better, stronger of a play, I think, on DraftKings than opposed to FanDuel tonight. Harden's price is pretty cheap at 8,500, so I get that. I'm still fading him. I want the upside of Maxey and LaMelo, but I wouldn't fault you for playing him. And then kind of the punts would be AJ Mitchell. And yeah, I also like Jalen Brunson's pretty cheap at 8,100 in that game. He could certainly go off tonight.
Yeah. Okay. TJ, your thoughts at point on DraftKings, please.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting to any Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I built 20 lineups in the optimizer and it gave me 0%. So I'm hand building him into one, but no, very little SGA for me here all the way up at the top. I'm getting a lot more of his backup, AJ Mitchell. He's just looked absolutely lights out so far. And now Chet Holmgren's out as well. Hopefully should allow him to have a little bit more usage, maybe squeeze a couple more minutes in some small ball situations. Just getting like tiny amounts of James Harden, Steph Curry, Jalen Brunson, because basically everything is two cheap options, AJ Mitchell, Davion Mitchell, two Mitchells, or spending all the way up to Tyrese Maxey and LaMelo Ball. And those are the four guys occupying almost all of my ownership.
Yeah. All right. Shooting guard,
Colin Sexton, VJ Edgecombe. Done. Move on. Colin Sexton and VJ Edgecombe. Those are the two top options. They're chalky, but they're really, really good chalky options as well. The only other two that I'm mixing in are Cole Anthony, Malik Monk, and Zach LaVine. It is just not a strong position at shooting guard today. And so Sexton and Edgecombe. Sorry, I tried to mute in time and I didn't get there.
We got two mutes and a sneeze. We're doing great.
God bless you.
Bless you. There we go. We got the mute. Oh yeah, it's a triple. He's a triple sneezer.
They always come at least in pairs, but the triple is
the triples are a rarity. Okay, Kirkwood, your thoughts
I'm
there?
Usually a 3-4, sometimes 5 kind of guy.
Okay, I have. I'm a photogenic sneezer, photosensitive. So it's something that only happens with dudes, which is also weird. When the light hits your eyes, like when you step out from a dark movie theater and the light hits you, I sneeze immediately every time. Anybody else? Anybody out there? You sneeze when you see the sun? Every time.
That's how, yeah. If I have the feeling of like I'm trying to sneeze and I can't, that's what I do is I look at the sun.
Oh, that'll work. That gets it done. Kirk, and by the way, if you are about to sneeze and you don't want to, if you picture a cow, it will keep you from sneezing. I know it sounds like I'm making this up, but next time you're about to sneeze, picture a cow and you will not sneeze. This is a fact.
A chop fact.
A chop fact. Hashtag chop fact. Kirkwood, shooting guard, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's really thin here. It's Sexton, it's Edgecombe. People are going to play CJ McCollum. I'm fine with not playing him. Keeson Wallace, I could go to. Cole Anthony, I could go to. And Mikal Bridges, I could go to. But really, it's either Sexton or Edgecombe.
Okay. Small forward. By the way, Ruthless Villain says that just worked. The cow thing. It's science. I don't know. I don't know what science it is, but it's science. It does work. Kirkwood, small forward.
All right, small Edgecombe again is small forward eligible. I like Kawhi Leonard. Already talked about that. Jaime Jaquez Jr. I love. I'm expecting Powell to be out. Andrew Wiggins or Aaron Wiggins. Again, I'd probably side with Aaron Wiggins, but man, he can disappoint too as well. But if he gets the minutes, he has some big games upside in him. Kuminga is just good. And it's fun to see. I mean, he's had 45, 33 fantasy points his last two. He's playing strong minutes. It's a good national TV game. I like him. 6,200 seems perfectly reasonable, so I'm on board there. Your Kaishan George, I like. OJ Anunoby, I like. But my favorites are, I'll just reiterate, it's Edgecombe, Kawhi Leonard, and Jaime Jaquez there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Kirkwood, I believe it is, TJ, I believe it is your turn for small forward.
Sure is. Small forward guys that I'm getting to the most, I think, are I'm getting to an insane amount of Jaime Jaquez. I have him in 95% of my lineups right now. I don't really know how it happened, but I'm just jamming in a ton of Jaime Jaquez, and Aaron Wiggins is another guy that I'm getting to an absolute ton of. Today with the shorthanded OKC Thunder, he should get a few extra minutes today. Andrew Wiggins as well, Edgecombe, some OG Anunoby, some Kawhi Leonard, Kaishan George, 15%, Kuminga, 15%, and then just a little bit of Zach LaVine. But
yeah,
Jaquez, Aaron Wiggins, VJ Edgecombe, Andrew Wiggins are the four guys that I'm playing a ton of today.
Yeah.
Powell ruled out. I was hoping it would be a little later.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Let's see. TJ, your thoughts at power forward for me.
A lot of similar names. Andrew Wiggins, Aaron Wiggins, two guys that I'm getting to a ton. Giannis Antetokounmpo is tough to get to, but a little bit easier on DraftKings than it is on FanDuel. He's still a phenomenal play today if you can get up there. Just been smashing to start the season. So the two Wigginses and Giannis are my three highest owned here at the position. After that, a lot of other guys I've already named at the small forward position. OG, Kawhi Leonard, Kaishan George, Jonathan Kuminga, all of them have power forward eligibility too. Then Karl Anthony Towns, I'm getting to a little bit. And just a touch. I didn't end up with the full fade, but I am getting to just a touch of Bam Adebayo, whereas all the other Heat player I'm getting way overweight on. He's the one I will be under.
Yeah. Okay. Kirkwood, power forward. What do you like?
Bam and Kawhi. That's who I love. And then everyone else is just a inferior play, unless you're talking about Giannis and making a build that way. But I'll be fading Giannis, going Bam and Kawhi. You could play. We're going to get these Heat guys are going to bump a lot. So our Nikola Jovic is going to pop a little bit. I'm fine with it. It's 4,100. He's cheap. He can get, he can shoot the three. He can do a lot of stuff. The 3-point bonus on DraftKings is nice. So you can do that. If you need a punt at 4,100, he's probably going to be a decent one. The Wigginses, Andrew and Aaron are fine, but and Kaishan George is fine. But really, it's just, to me, it's all about Bam or Kawhi.
Yeah. Okay. You get to bring us to the center spot. What do you like there?
Center. So I'll be putting Bam at forwards, and then center I'll be playing either Hartenstein or Zubac. Also do like Kalal Ware. He's going to pop too. Towns, man, I don't know. I feel like this is a Brunson game. So I won't be playing Towns tonight, but he could absolutely go off like always, so he's fine. You get a little bit of a better price on Alexander Sarr for a Washington run back in the Philly game if you want. John Collins is kind of interesting now on the Clippers, but I don't see massive upside there. So it's really just, I'll reiterate that if you need to play Bam at center, fine. But I'll be having one of Hartenstein, Ware, or Zubac.
Yeah. Okay. TJ, your thoughts at the center spot?
Yeah, I'm getting to a ton of Khalil Ware here as well. He's in 75% of my lineups right now. Just loading up on these Miami Heat guys, with Hartenstein being my second choice without no Chet Holmgren tonight. He should be locked into at least 30 minutes. So this is a nice spot for him. Sar, Zubac, Sabonis, the only other three guys I have here. I'm only playing Bam at power forward, so I got him avoided here at center. But tight pool with Khalil Ware being the guy that I'm jamming in by far the most.
Okay. How much is SAR?
67, not too cheap.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. We walked right into it. We walked right into it. Let's see. You know what we got to do? We got to get the people the best deal in the industry. That's with Combo Pro right here with RotoGrinders. If you're looking to get maybe some NFL access, maybe you want to dabble in the NHL streets, some NBA, some video games, CSGO, whatever else is happening. Well, for a limited time, get your first month of Combo Pro for $79.99. That's only $5 more than an NFL DFS monthly subscription. It is elite value, and you do not want to pass it up. So make sure you're taking advantage of that while we've got it. Producer Steve, I requested a tier list. I don't know if this is doable for NBA, but I thought it might be a good way to kill 5 minutes. You think we can make that happen? Silently say yes. He's typing yes. So I think he will work on that. We will rank our favorite teams as far as how many pieces of that team you like. Maybe if you're stacking it, that kind of thing. So while producer Steve gets that fired up, we'll see if there's any questions in the Discord. I want to make sure you're hitting that thumbs up for us. A bunch of people guessing what Steve's dinner was, but for the most part, pretty good. What do you think about SAR DK single entry, TJ?
Yeah, sure. No problem with that at all.
Your favorite value, Kirkwood, to pair with Giannis on DK?
Sexton, if that's not too high.
Yeah.
Jaime Hawkes.
Tree Man says,
Davion Mitchell if you really need it.
Yeah, that's where I ended up going. Whose projection increases the most with Powell being out?
Hawkes.
Okay. TJ, how much Hawkes do you have?
95%.
He's like I should have him in my lineup play at this point.
Yes. You should have him in every lineup at this point.
Okay. I need to go back and do a little bit of work here. TJ, why so much Sexton?
Andrew Wiggins' projection also went up a ton for what it's worth.
Okay.
Why Sexton? No Brandon Miller. No Brandon Miller for Charlotte. So Sexton steps into the starting lineup and gets lots of usage.
Okay. Very good. What position is Hawkes on DK?
Small forward.
Small forward. Goodbye, Oubre. And oh yeah, fits with the salary. Got a little extra money to spend. I love what's happening here. Let's see. Important question from our guy Butthole Jenkins. Stuffed crush, deep dish, or thin crust pizza? You each get to answer this question. TJ, you can go first.
One more time. Stuffed crust, deep dish,
or thin. So no standard pizza here. No hand tossed.
No standard. I will go thin 1, stuffed 2, deep dish 3.
Interesting. Kirkwood?
Let me make a caveat. If you're talking stuffed crust, you're talking like chain pizza, right? Like
probably. You're probably talking.
You're talking Domino's, Pizza Hut, or the Shaq-a-Roni, which I thought Steve was going to order. If anyone's ordered the Shaq-a-Roni, let me know in chat. Tell me.
What the hell is the Shaq-a-Roni? I've been pretending.
Just layers of pepperoni and Shaq pizza.
That's right. Okay.
He's an investor in Papa John's. He owns a bunch of Papa John's.
So anyway, stuffed crust, deep dish, or thin crust? Where are you going?
Thin crust number 1, and I'll have deep dish number 2, stuffed crust number 3.
I love a pan pizza, which is like half deep dish. You know, It's like that I'm about. But
I like it all, to be honest with you. It just got to be good.
That's a fact. I have done a tiers list. I have ranked cookie types. Generally speaking, if you have any issues with it, come talk to me. I'm about it. Bada bay, woo woo. But this is our tier list. Macadamia shouldn't even be in there. Probably. I feel like white chocolate macadamia is a perfectly fine average cookie. It's in the 3 spot. But what we're gonna do,
basically like a Subway exclusive. Is that something you're gonna get anywhere other than Subway?
Totally. Everybody's got white chocolate macadamias. Come on, that's a thing, right? Kirkwood, that's a thing. Back me up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They used to call me that in high school, white chocolate.
I don't I don't believe you. Yeah. I got called white bread. That was my basketball nickname.
I've had that one too.
What's good, white bread? It's like, hey, what's happening? Hey guys. All right. So let's rank these teams real quick. We got 10 teams. We're gonna rank them where you feel this team, has the value, the players. If you're playing a lot of their guys, maybe they're chocolate chip. If you're not paying anybody, they're probably those holiday cookies that you get in a tin. They're like, if someone gives you a tin of cookies and there's all different types, but none of them are any good. Those are the cookies in the tin that I'm referring to in case you've never had those. TJ, I'll start with you. Where are you putting the 76ers and the Wizards? They don't have to go in the same spot.
76ers up in chocolate chip. I think they're one of the top teams to target of the night. We want to be getting to a lot of Edgecombe. We want to be getting to a lot of Tyrese Maxey. So I will put the 76ers up in chocolate chip. I will say I think peanut butter is too high. Oreos should be higher. Oreos is the number one not fresh baked cookie that there is. Like if you're just going to get like a store-bought packaged cookie, Oreo is the number one choice. But having said that, I think I want to put Washington there in the Oreo section.
Okay.
I like Kaishan George. I don't really like anybody else in Washington today.
Yeah. Well, Andrew is with you. Andrew in the chat says, ban Roth from creating tiers immediately. Here's the thing. Oreos without milk are just absolutely horrific. They're not.
Have you ever?
They're still delightful.
You know what I do?
What? Let's hear it.
I do it like a cookie crisp. I'll take a bowl and pour some Oreos in the bowl and then just pour some milk in there and I'll eat it like cereal. That sounds pretty good.
Are you a dipper? If you were to dip, do you dip or do you bite and drink and swish?
For the milk?
Yeah, for the milk. I bite the Oreo. I drink.
No, I'm a dipper. It makes
you do the dip. All right.
Yeah, it softens the texture. I've toyed with that. I've done what you've done before, but I found that dipping I enjoy better. I
just can't do Oreos without milk, so that's why they're in the 4 tier. Anything else here, I could eat without milk. You're muted, TJ. Mute count.
You can do peanut butter without milk?
I can. Honestly, if it was my list, it is my list, but I would put peanut butter number 1. They're my favorite type of cookie.
That's crazy.
I'm
okay with peanut butter as long as I got a big glass of milk.
Yeah. Kirkwood, you get next. The Hornets and the Heat.
Count as a mute count. I was yelling when I
Hornets up top. Hornets and Heat both up top.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah. Now I want to also clarify. I am not not a double stuffed Oreo guy. I like just the regular Oreos, no double stuff. You
feel the proportions get thrown out of whack.
I think they nailed it originally.
Yeah. Okay.
We're a double stuffed household.
Wow. I'm about the double stuffed life myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have triple stuffed or is it
just
they call it more stuff?
There's one beyond double stuffed?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're too much. We tried it. Too much.
Yeah. TJ, back to you. Knicks, Bucks. Where are you putting them? Oh, what on earth? Tell me this is not a real thing.
It's too much. Have you ever made like the homemade Oreos?
Oh my God. Look at that other picture you got rid of it. It was
somebody made
the stack of
they really stacked it up.
I feel like that's what Butthole Jenkins. I feel like that this is right up his alley.
That's what he does on his Friday nights.
Yeah,
just making a
stacks
giant
up the Oreos.
Yeah. TJ, it was game 3, whatever that was. I forgot.
Yeah, Knicks and Bucks. Knicks, I will put up in the white chocolate macadamia nut tier. They're nobody I really want to target, but Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby all look like very viable plays tonight. So them in white chocolate macadamia nut. We will put Milwaukee in Oreos because it's basically just Giannis. I got to a little bit of Cole Anthony, but just because there's such little value on the slate, I will kind of pivoting back here, talking value again. And so Bucks and Oreos, but talking about the lack of value again, I was basically sticking in like the upper 4K, low 5K range for value. Now that Norman Powell has been ruled out, guys like Nikola Jovic, Simone Fontecchio at 3,200, even Drew Smith as a guard for Miami look like viable punt value that we didn't really have before.
Yeah. Okay. Kirkwood, you get the next game, which is Kings Thunder.
I think Kings are sneaky. Thunder are, because there is a little bit of value. I'll put them next to the Knicks there. White chocolate macadamia, but I think I gotta put Sacramento just because of how contrarian they are on a 5-game slate, and we're doing GPP minded, so let's put them in peanut butter.
Yeah, okay.
I'm probably not playing them, but
you can see it.
I know, and they're gonna win.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got a cookie take here. So
let's hear it.
Pepperidge Farm. Like, you ever had the Sausalito?
I freaking love Pepperidge Farm Sausalito cookie. I don't know why.
Yeah, in the milk, dip it in. Unbelievable. And also the ginger man. I don't know if you like that.
Ginger snap type. Yeah.
They're like peak chattel.
Dude, the Sausalito cookies, I don't know. They put crack in those things.
I don't like any of their soft bake. Soft bakes are garbage over if you buy them
give me the texture. Give me a crunch.
Yeah.
You guys have what brand is that? I don't know if this is the Canadian thing or not. Oh, it's from Mr. Christie, so probably not. You guys have like Dad's cookies?
No.
What are you talking about?
Or a goodie ring? Do you have goodie rings?
No,
okay.
Man.
Google Dad's goodie rings for me, Steve, because that must be just like a Canadian thing. But like Mr. Christie cookies, that's an international brand. But I guess the Dad's variety must just be for Canada.
Yeah. Marshall says, WTF is he saying?
I don't know what that is. That must be Steve's favorite.
These are good. Those are good cookies. They're very high quality and very expensive, but they're.
Oh wait, what the everyone loves those. Those are the classic. They sell them at Costco too. They sell them in everywhere you go.
I've never seen those
CVS
before.
In US here, they're everywhere. They're really, really good, really thin, which is great. A chocolate chip hard, really thin cookie.
Yeah. Kirkwood, you didn't finish. I think you had the Thunder to rank still.
I know I said to put them next to the Knicks, but Steve was
okay.
looking for double stuffed Oreo pictures so that we can.
Okay, there's whatever TJ was talking about. Dad's goodie rings with peanut butter. That looks.
The chocolate and peanut butter. The peanut butter in the middle is very similar to like a Reese's peanut butter cup peanut butter, and it's just surrounded by like chocolate, but it's very soft. It's very good.
Yeah. All right. I'm in. TJ, you get the final game, and then we'll answer some of the questions that are coming in on the chat. It's Clippers Warriors. Where are you placing them?
HPO training backing me up in chat saying dads are off the chain. They don't have them in the US though.
Okay.
Clippers and Warriors. I think I'll put the Clippers up in peanut butter from a GPP perspective. I do think there's a lot of these guys that are very viable. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Ivica Zubats. I like Kawhi probably the best of this group, especially on DraftKings where he's nice and cheap. And so I will go with Clippers up in peanut butter. I do think we potentially missed Steve. Thunder was in white chocolate macadamia nut from the last one as well. OKC Thunder. And then Golden State, I will put with. I'm going to put with Oreos. I think Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are fine at very low ownership. And then I like Jonathan Kuminga a fair amount. But they're probably the least targetable team on the slate if it weren't for the fact that nobody was playing them today. that kind of gets them back on the table.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. We have 5 minutes until lock. Should be plenty of time to get to these questions. Starting with Yo Mama's favorite, who says Roth's best friend Eric Gordon. Yes, we are best friends. Will he get more run tonight for Philly on a back-to-back? He's only 3K. He got 11 minutes last night and 10 fantasy points. TJ, I don't know. Eric Gordon's old. Is he going to get more run on a back-to-back?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I got a deep play.
We project him for 3 minutes.
Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
Hasn't been playing much, but McBride is out. If he gets in and starts lighting it up, he may have a chance at some extra minutes. So I think for deep GPPs that he could work out.
Okay, we'll go to Olu's question: Kirkwood, Kuminga, or Zubac?
I like them both. I got to say Zubac.
All right. Let's see. I had people saying, let's get to the hoops. Let's talk about those are all the questions. So if you have questions, bring them on in. Still plenty of time. Got a few here in the Discord where the cool kids hang out. TJ, is 4 Heat in cash too many? May or may not be Fontecchio, by the way.
Oh boy.
No, it is not too many.
Ooh, okay. Who do we have starting for Powell, TJ?
I don't think we have the starting lineup yet.
All right. DK single entry. Kirkwood, Kawhi, and Fontecchio, or Wiggy Wiggy? Wiggy 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 Wiggy.
Wiggy Wiggy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wiggy Wiggy.
Yeah. Kirkwood, your favorite FanDuel GPP spend ups?
LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Maxey. Those are my two.
Okay. DK GPP, TJ, any interest in Justin Edwards? Parentheses starting.
No, I would rather go to the Miami guys. Cheap value like a Fontecchio.
Yep. DK GPP, TJ, right back to you. Mitchell, Johnson, or Rollins?
Mitchell, Johnson, Rollins, Mitchell.
Okay. J Sam says, am I seeing this right about the game starting at 11 Eastern? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And Kirk
Awful.
Dees is staying up for the whole thing.
Possibly.
Let's see what else we've got.
And it's a back-to-back after the staying up 18 innings last night. Oh,
man. Ball or SGA, Kirkwood? Who do you got?
I mean, I'm playing Ball tonight. I mean, they're not the same price, so but Ball price sensitive Ball is my favorite.
Okay. Kirkwood, is Philly going to give Lowry any run tonight? Lowry.
I hope not.
Yeah. Okay. TJ, no interest in Lowry?
No.
Okay. Very good. We are 2 minutes until lock, and we got a question from Blink 182. TJ, 2 Sixers, 2 Wizards, 2 Heat, 1 Thunder, 1 Clipper. What are your thoughts on that build? I have used all the salary in a DK large field tournament. It's tough not knowing the plays, trying to tell you if we like the build without knowing who it is.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Right here.
I love that, baby. Where or Kalkbrenner? I feel like we're on the where train, correct?
Yeah, definitely where.
There's supposed to be holes here.
Oh, I love that. You want to show them? You got the thumb holes? Those are very, very
Oh,
stylish.
I love when you have the thumb holes with it.
TJ likes the thumb holes. Ball or SGA? We did that one. We are moments until lock, and we have answered just about all of these. Justin says, name the hood Miami guys. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Good.
I don't. Yeah.
G is
the
beside
good.
A.
He probably means the good Miami guys. That makes a lot more sense. Kirkwood, your favorite good Miami guys, not hood Miami guys.
Bam, Jaquez. I guess I'll say Wiggins, and Davion Mitchell and Kalal Ware. But my favorites are Bam, Kalal, and Jaquez.
Yeah. Okay. Ellie, the chat wants to know your favorite kind of cookie. What's your favorite kind of cookie? M&M cookie. M&M cookies
that's a good one.
Are pretty strong. Great cookie company, M&M cookies. Let's see. Looks like we've got just about all of these. Aaron Wiggins, DK single entry, TJ. Aaron Wiggins or AJ Mitchell?
Yeah, I want to turn.
Aaron Wiggins.
Okay. Edge come DK GPP. Kirkwood, Edgecombe or George?
Edgecombe.
Aaron Wiggins or Trey Johnson, Kirkwood?
Aaron Wiggins.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we are seconds away from lock. We did get an important question that is TJ specific. TJ, any movies you've watched recently that you would like to recommend to the chat? If there's another question about basketball, I'll cut you off, but I don't see any.
I have not watched any new movies recently just because I've been too busy with sports playoffs, Blue Jays in the playoffs, with some new video games. I've been playing Ghost of Yotei and Pokemon Legends ZA, completed both of those games recently. And so big recommend of Ghost of Yotei for those that have played Ghost of Tsushima or haven't. It's game of the year. It's just absolutely incredible. Movies, nothing new, nothing exciting. I have just been doing a rewatch of the Now You See Me franchise because there's a new one coming out, and those movies are silly fun.
Okay, very good there. Dude, you're just living the life, by the way. You're gaming, you're watching movies. You got it made. I'm happy for you.
Haven't been a while since I've taken down a big GPP, but other than that, I have literally no complaints. Litter in the gym, living the dream.
Okay, well, we just got to get you, a quick 100K GPP, and then we got all the boxes checked. We're going to clear on out of here because we have hit the lock. Thank you for hanging out with us as always. Hit the thumbs up before you bounce on out. We would appreciate that. For TJ, for Kirkwood, for Ellie, and for our wonderful production crew, always working hard behind the scenes, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. And we will catch you tomorrow. You have been